Okay, so we need to talk about my 13-year-old's apartment. If you've been here for a while now, you know that the internet has a lot of opinions about my daughter's room that we call her apartment. And we recently packed it up and moved her out of that space, which created even more opinions. Some people think we forced her out. Some people think it's unfair. Some people think the whole situation is strange. So today I want to actually explain what happened, why we made the decision, and what we're teaching our kids through it. Hi everyone, it's Audrey, and today we are going to be talking about the infamous apartment. First, the apartment is not actually an apartment. The internet just started calling it that, and the name kind of stuck. It's just a bedroom space in our house that has a little bit more independence attached to it. I've posted a tour of it before. I'll put the link down in the description box. But the purpose of the space was to help her learn responsibility, independence, how to take care of her own environment, as well as provide her with a space that she could live into adulthood as she saved for a home of her own. She had her own routines, she maintained her own space, and honestly, she did a really great job with it. But recently, something came up that made us start thinking differently about that space. There was a mom and her daughter who needed a place to land for a while. In our house, we try really hard to teach our kids that our blessings aren't just for us. Sometimes God gives you something so that you can use it to help someone else. And here's the part that a lot of people online don't know. This was actually Isabella's idea. She came to us and started talking about the possibility of giving up the space. And of course, we agreed without hesitation. What you may or may not know about me is that 3 years ago, we lost our home and our pets in a house fire. And as I was driving the 15-minute drive home from work to go to the scene, I called my dad. And as I bawled to him on the phone, I said, "My children don't have a home. Where will we live?" And without hesitation, he said, "Well, you'll move in with us, of course." Yes, he is my dad, and yes, it's my childhood home, but his instant response brought me so much peace. It's like he was saying, "Duh, where do you think?" And that's exactly how I felt when Isabella asked if they could move in. Duh, of course. I remember needing someone to open their home to me. I know how it feels to be without a place of refuge. But this was Isabella's idea. She chose to sacrifice for her friend. She even literally slept on an air mattress in our master suite while we rearranged everything. She kind of spearheaded the whole project. She told us where she wanted to sleep, where her clothes would go, where her bathroom stuff would go. What's interesting about the internet is how quickly people form opinions without having the full story. For years, people told us that that space was too big for one kid, that she shouldn't have it, that it was excessive. And now that we've actually used the space to help someone else, suddenly people think it's unfair that she gave it up. But that's the internet. People see about 30 seconds of someone's life and assume they know the whole story. The bigger lesson here isn't actually about a bedroom. It's about how we hold the things that we've been given. So many people out there place their value in their possessions. They place their worth in them. They hold on to them so tightly. I've earned this. This is mine. I deserve this. Look at what I bought. So why should I be shocked that people freaked out when we opened our home to others? We don't view this home as ours. We view it as God's. He will do what he wants with it. That's not for us to decide. And when we built it, I felt that conviction from the Holy Spirit that we were to keep the doors open, metaphorically, for others. In our family, we try to hold our blessings loosely because we know that sometimes God gives you extra space or extra resources so that you can use them to help someone else. And this was one of those moments. Our daughter understood that. She saw it as an opportunity to help someone. Now, if you aren't one of those trolls commenting rude things on my posts, then please don't see me as a martyr or like someone that's doing this big selfless act, because it's totally not. This is actually a blessing for my family too, because it reminds us of what God has bestowed upon us. It reminds us of where we came from. And it's great practice to be forced to live with less again for a while, to be content with what we have. There are so many lessons we will learn from simply opening up our home, and I'm really excited for this season of growth. At the end of the day, the apartment really isn't the story. The story is that we had something that could help someone else, and we chose to use it that way. And I'm really proud of the heart our daughter showed in the process, because teaching kids to have servants' hearts is way more important than teaching them to hold on to stuff. So the apartment is gone for now, but in its place is something much more important. Have you ever had a moment where you felt like God was asking you to share something that you had with someone else? Tell me about it. I'd love to hear.